Okay, we're live.
Giving the people what they want. Wait, we are?
Yeah.
Wait, we are?
Yeah, we were giving them tiny cat beans.
Uh-oh.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Role Players Guild. It's been a hot minute, but we are hopefully getting back on track of our schedule. A lot has been going on in life, but things are getting better. Click. Update. Let's see. Tomorrow we have our Rise of Rune Lords stream. We'll be back with that, and next week, hopefully, we will be back with Over the Underdark. It has been a while for us since we streamed, so we're still getting back in the groove. This is our first groove we're getting back into. Honestly, I'm a little out of it right now, so I'm going to hand it over to our gracious host after I introduce myself as Beluga, who is playing Dula, the Grave Domain Cleric. Oh, I pass it to Dan usually, sorry.
Alright, before I say what I have to say, I just everybody earmuffs. I have a secret to tell. Laura, you're next. You're going next. Okay?
Oh, I can't go next. I'm in the past now. You have to have told me that like 5 hours ago now.
No. Hey everybody, my name is Danny Guarantee. I'm Danny Guarantee, also a member of the Role Players Guild, the base team of the Role Players Guild. You can find me everywhere you find the Role Players Guild and nowhere else. And I'm going to be playing Tuali today for your entertainment. And I shall pass it on to Whiffs as promised.
Oh, geez. Hey, Laura. Probably, I am in Oregon now. Hooray! I got out of Florida. So exciting. Oof, big relief. Actually and honestly. Also, I got a job today. Yay! That's also exciting. But yeah, so I play Whiffs, and I also can now investigate on a bonus action with advantage on.
We'll never lose anything ever again.
That'll be great.
Pass it along.
I pass. Oh, sorry. B, it's your turn now. B, it's your turn.
No, I pass. No. Hi, I'm B. Technically, I think my name is Brassicards, and you can find me online, although I'm not usually online. So, yeah, if you want to talk to me, email me. Anyway, I play Mila. She's the Shadow Sorcerer, Ice Queen.
Can I call you B?
No. And Spouse, go say something. Okay, Jason, go say something.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. This looks like this is going to be one of those sessions where I definitely do not send the link to my friends and family, right?
No, this is going swimmingly. We're definitely
Oh, shoot.
not rusty.
I'm not supposed to invite all of your friends and family?
Inviting everybody, right? Inviting everybody. It's like that, we spent the last short while just kind of getting our crap together and getting things situated. But it's kind of that situation where the band kind of comes on stage, right? And the lead singer steps to the mic and says, "It's great to be back in Boston."
Mm-hmm.
And the drummer says, "Dude, we're in Philly." Right? We're trying to get it figured out.
That's
it just might be that kind
It
of
feels
game.
about right, yeah.
It just might be that kind of game tonight. Let's see how this goes, right? Welcome once again, everybody, to an exciting action-packed adventure-filled episode of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Jason. I will be your guide to the light. And tonight, you, brave and foolish adventurers, have found yourselves in Castle Ravenloft, in the land of Barovia, where you have been fighting tooth and nail, scraping by for survival, for hope, for whatever it takes to move and to survive into the next moment. Last session, it was a long time ago, you were able to take down one of the top lieutenants of Strahd von Zarovich. In fact, his right hand, person, his chief lieutenant, a dark elf named Rahadin. This individual had a dark hold upon one of the party members, Tuwali, in fact. It would appear that Tuwali was under some power, under some kind of an influence there, and was to the extent that Tuwali was unable to control his own will, and he was made a minion and an evil lieutenant of the darkness. But thanks to our heroes, Rahadin fell. His grasp upon the soul of Tuwali was broken, and he was freed. Right? You find yourselves now standing within this room. There are several different entities and creatures and summoned specters and guardians that stand about the room. I assume those are now gone. Is that right, or are we keeping the safe of Marshmallow Man in the room?
He is
I think he has to stay.
technically permanently there.
Okay.
You live here now.
He is there until he deals, I think it's 60 damage?
Can he
Okay.
follow us?
Dang.
No.
Okay. And I apologize, it has been a while.
If I
Who
start
cast this?
singing-
Who summoned it?
Beluga.
Dula did. Yeah.
Beluga.
Sorry, Dula.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Me.
Yeah.
You got
This
it.
is your
And
doing.
it's a guardian of faith, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
And the rabbits
Okay, good.
are also mine. But
Okay.
those should have dissipated by now if we're done with the fight.
And what
Got
about
it.
horrifying shadow stag?
That one's not
Right.
mine.
You have
No,
the
I know
stag
that's not yours. Is it still there though?
belonging to Mila, right?
It's mine, and it probably dissipates within a couple of minutes. I think it has a very limited duration, but I can
Okay.
find out.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think,
Horrifying.
Okay.
I think my spell only lasts 1 minute. So.
What if I pet it?
Okay.
If I pet the
Please
stag,
don't,
will it
please
stay
don't
longer?
pet the nightmare stag.
If you pet it, it gets a damage attack bonus.
I mean, it's concentration, so I could
Maybe.
just
It does.
drop the concentration.
5
anyway.
minutes.
Up to 10 minutes.
It goes away after 5
5
minutes.
minutes.
Or
5 minutes,
after its
okay.
opponent dies. So if its opponent is still there and it hasn't been 5 minutes, which I don't think its opponent is there, it fucks on off back to Nightmareville. So
All right, you got it. Okay, so that has dissipated. So the Guardian of Faith remains, and you find yourself just kind of standing in this quiet room. Last session, after the dust settled, you were able to open up this door here, and you were able to explore what appears to be the office of Rahadin, where you found what looked like a wealth of information, detailed files, right? Now, it is kind of known that Strahd von Zarovich has spies everywhere. Some of them natural, others unnatural. Some of them magical, some of them not, right? But at some point, it looks like all of this information, some of this intelligence and whatnot, is kind of gathered in one place, and you appear to have happened upon at least one of the caches that holds that information. But as you look upon those papers and look upon the writings and journals and all of those things, those records, you did come across information that has to do with each of y'all.
Mhm.
To the very least extent, to the least of you, it is clear that Strahd has a knowledge of who you are, where you were, what realm you had come from, and what you're up to, kind of in the land, right?
Mhm.
All right. So
And I
it looks
definitely
like
didn't
this,
secrete Mila's in my pocket
right?
for later reading at all. That's definitely not a thing that I did
Right.
because real friends talk to their friends friends. They don't read dossiers on them and learn all of their deepest, darkest secrets that they didn't want to tell anyone.
Did you mention that you were rifling through this man's desk for like our dossiers, or are you just like looking for spare change right now, according to us? And just I want to see what we're doing here, or what you told us.
I was probably like, ooh, and said something along the lines of, so that's why Mila has blonde, something like that.
Okay.
Like very, very early on in the dossier about you. So I did not learn too much information, not to worry. But I was not secretive about it.
What does the fairy have?
I have pieces of paper. And these pieces of paper, these are all about my friends. Look, this one's on me. Look. It says here that I Feyworld. Feywilds? Feywilds. I know how to...
Everybody their pieces of paper, respectively. It is invasion of privacy.
What's privacy?
Just give people their piece of paper.
Okay.
I have cooling corpse here. We
Misha,
don't have
you can have Mila's. I'm randomly handing out dossier.
I want Mila's.
I'm sure Mila's like 5 seconds away from killing you right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by the look on her face, which is very similar to the look on my face, that's what you're kind of getting out of that.
He just kind of slinks back.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Are you just randomly handing?
That was out of
out?
character, but
Whis?
yeah.
Not anymore.
So are you handing them out randomly?
I mean, with Mila's face, I'm probably not handing them out actually randomly. I'm giving them to the people they belong to.
Okay.
Because while I enjoy our lovely patter we have going on here, sometimes I get the feeling Mila wants to kill me.
What?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, what is your passive
Every once in a while.
Whis?
My passive perception is actually not that high. If you want my passive investigation, it's way higher, but my perception is 16.
Okay. All right, even with that, you're definitely aware that Mila wants to kill you every now and then.
I knew it. Yeah, I'm giving everyone their own vial.
Right?
Fire nearby? Just asking out of curiosity.
What's that?
Is there a fire burning in a hearth anywhere? I mean, I know these guys are potentially undead.
Yeah, there's 2 candles on the desk, 2 of them that are lit.
Don't burn things. I could take those back to the library.
My information.
Don't burn books.
You will not take it back to your library. And just gonna kind of look down at her file.
5 other people.
No. And she's going to kind of just look at the candles, look down at her file, seriously consider it, and then for now secrete them in her pack because she wants to know what they know. But that's a later problem. We have a headless body that we need to deal with.
You got it? Okay.
We have to deal with it.
So Mila, are you in the room with this? Is everybody in the room with Whiffs?
I thought we were. Like, once the guy was dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Misha's
yeah,
just sort of hanging out at the doorway because there's a stairwell, right?
Especially to get out of...
So Misha's like here. Well, is the Stay Puft Marshmallow guy still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
He is.
He lives there now.
Don't worry, he won't do nothing to you.
Don't cross the streams.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I was the one
like
person who was
there.
definitely not hostile to Dula.
Yeah.
Hey, I was never hostile to Dula. In fact, I was mad on Dula's behalf at Tuwali. Wait, why am I not at you, Tuwali?
Okay.
Because I attacked the group again.
And because you didn't listen to Dula, because he didn't listen to Dula when Dula said, "Let me handle the weird creature thing." That
Got
was
it.
from my past.
Oh, that was a
That's
while
fair.
back.
Yeah. Well, that's the last I remember.
Yeah.
About. Well, you did it.
I did just play PvP last session
Either
too.
way, you know.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad with that.
All right. You got it. All right. So, Dula, so sorry, you all each receive like just whatever information has been collected. You see these, stacks of sheets of parchment with, information records, diagrams, stuff like that. Everything that is known about who you are. Who is curious what they know or what is known?
Dula is.
My hand is raised, but you can't see it.
So all he is
All
well.
right. Okay, I saw Dula's hand. Yep, looking about those papers, Dula. And your stack goes a little bit deeper than others actually. And as you read, there's information there a little bit about at some point. They know that you suffered a traumatic experience when you were a child, and there's history there with your family as well. There's a symbol, a recorded symbol on within those records that they have on you. Let me see if I can bring that up. Here it is. Hopefully that's going to load to the right layer.
Ah!
Ooh, and it's big. Yeah.
That is definitely
How do you know what my
Roll
trimstamp
20
looks
definitely
like?
doesn't there. Right.
Oh, sorry, it's in the shadow. I can't see. Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
How about
Cool. Okay.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's like arrows and stuff.
You could bring it up here
Yeah.
too. if you
That was
want.
that was in the background
see it
of
there?
our
Okay.
thing this week.
Yeah, we could see all of this area. There you go.
yeah, there we go.
There we go. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Good.
That's perfect.
So there's something significant about this symbol. It's ancient. It has to do with your lineage, your ancestors, and it's got that somehow it positions you as a key to enter something or to get into something or to access something where great power is kept and great power is held secret.
Because
And
with great
there's
power comes great responsibility.
apparently
You live Spider-Man?
the rest of it.
Yep.
Well, the rest of it actually it starts to kind of fade into some kind of a cryptic language or like a cryptic code,
Right?
which you might have to spend some time looking at and working over to try and decipher.
Okay.
But the symbol is significant and has something to do with that, and you get a sense that it's all these little intricacies, these little parts of the symbol. They have reference to geological places or to locations. But also you get the sense that the center of the symbol is empty. Something is missing from that symbol.
Is there anything
The rest
about
of it,
my new anklet thing that I have on?
Oh yeah, you
yeah,
have like a locket around your anklet.
Yep.
Yes.
You took that anklet from the creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. So there is information about essentially like that anklet does contain a locket. It does contain like a sealed chamber or a sealed compartment. And once opened, that might hold something that might also decipher or might also be a key to these pieces. So the symbol is there. From there, what they know, and you kind of read through, and it's a little scary that they know all about who you are and what you've been through. But from there, the answers kind of fade into this coded script, just like a code, or it starts to kind of turn into like hieroglyphics that you might need something to decipher. The anklet has not been opened just yet.
Yeah, because we couldn't understand the language that was written on it.
Right. And did
Mhm.
nobody
And
have
we didn't
that?
want to open it and like,
No,
It
no
was
one
like
had that.
abyssal, and yeah, we didn't speak it.
yeah, yeah. I think
Okay.
it was abyssal. Like we determined that it was abyssal, but none of us speak that.
Yeah, I have the opposite of that.
Okay.
Mhm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So nobody knows. Nobody's
Wow.
able to decipher any kind of the languages with that's on that locket, right?
Nope.
Okay. Nobody has any way of comprehending any languages or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I can
have
comprehend a
the
lot
The
of
ability.
things.
Maybe if you give me a day.
Okay.
Yeah, let me double check.
If you give me an abyssal to common dictionary, I can determine what the message says faster than anyone by half because I can investigate everything on both an action
Mhm.
and a bonus action.
Yeah, no, clerics.
Really quick.
It's an arcane spell, not a.
Yeah, comprehend languages is arcane.
Okay.
I took giant in barbarian school. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
I took flexi spells.
Okay.
I have no comprehend languages.
Okay.
You have no comprehension of languages?
Also that, yes.
Okay. All right. So a couple of options there then. You can try to kind of decipher it, try to figure it out. It will be, the difficulty class will be a little higher for sure. You never know, the dice will be kind. Otherwise, maybe a comprehend language spell or any kind of or somebody who could help read whatever language
Draconic
it
is
is.
close to abyssal, right?
Mm-hmm.
What alphabet does it use? That's the question that you need to ask. Also, can we try and puzzle it out just using ciphers and things like that? Just, if we're doing a cryptogram. I like cryptograms.
You
in
might be
real
able
life.
to.
What do you
You
want?
can, again, we have lots of resources there for investigation. You could try that. Straight up intelligence rolls, things like that. You can try.
Abyssal
It will be
uses
difficult for
infernal
sure.
as a script.
I'd like to
Yeah.
roll. What, do you want like an investigation? That's an in roll.
Okay.
I can roll an investigation roll.
We
Okay.
know, believe me.
Yeah. You likely
Like,
won't be
I'll-
able to decipher what's exactly being said, but you might be able to pick up some context clues. We'll see how the
That's the
roll
important
shakes out.
All right, time to
Okay.
fail an investigation check.
Either
Oh,
about
shit.
how we're all about to
Nice.
die in the fiery rain of
Yeah.
terror, or Strahd's hairdresser needs ice cream for their horse.
Yes.
Something
both
like
of
that.
One
right?
of those.
You have ice cream for horse.
One of those. Yep.
You need good hair
Yeah.
in order to ride horse. I mean, come on, don't joke.
It's through.
Be
You
serious.
see the word
Stop.
strawberry flavor, please.
Hate strawberries.
Okay, we have a
So
23.
actually,
Anybody else want to jump in on that?
on an investigation, I rolled actually 27.
Okay.
I got a 16.
But if we want to add like
Nice.
a arcana in there, I did roll a 15.
Okay. All right. So it's not going to work real well with a direct translation, but it looks like somebody has positioned Dula as a key or a key individual that is necessary for accessing someplace, something that where great power is kept. And Dula,
All right, so we need to find a Dula-shaped lock.
Mhm.
apparently. Dula, as you look over these, trying to decipher these hieroglyphics or these glyphs and different shapes and characters that form whatever language this is, you kind of there's a memory that is kind of sparked, and two words kind of come to mind. The first word is temple. Second word is amber.
Amber, like.
Yep.
Okay.
Like sap.
like Jurassic
Aw,
Park.
are you saying Dula's a sap? That's not very nice.
Amber being spoken as a color.
Mm.
Amber the color.
Hmm.
Not Amber, that
Those
two
girl
words.
who worked at the cookie counter in ShopRite.
Mhm.
I love her. Tell me more about her. She sounds fun.
Does she give out
Right.
free cookies? Most importantly.
Only
does.
if you're really nice to her. You have to have the hookup.
I picture her with red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely sounds like a redhead.
Right. All right. Let's see. So that's about all that you're able to decipher at the moment, without further, help from magic or help from somebody who's able to read that actual language.
Right.
That's what you're able to decipher thus far.
Okay.
Any other questions? Anything else you want to try or make an attempt to do?
No, I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Does the can I borrow your locket and just make sure that there doesn't seem to be any does it look like it's easily openable? Does it look like it's like locked shut? And does it look like there's any like any
I
like
thought
Traps?
no
I thought we
traps,
were
but
able to
also
get
like
into it last
arcane-
time, and that was where the slip of
Oh, were
paper
we?
came from that had those on
Right.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I forgot that.
So yeah.
Me too. It's
So yeah.
okay.
It's shut tight. It feels like there's sometimes with a regular locket, there's a little bit of give in the hinges or whatever. You can feel you can like shake it or whatever, until it's locked. This thing
Yeah.
is there's absolutely no give. It is shut
Ooh, wow.
tight. Almost
You know
unnaturally
who made
so.
this? Actually, you know who I think made this locket?
No.
Ted John.
No.
Yep.
Right? Ted John.
This is a Ted John original. It was when
It
he was
feels like it.
branching out from houses.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to diversify their product line by creating really good lockets, right?
Yep.
And secure boxes.
Emphasis
super
on the
loot traps.
lock. Emphasis on the lock.
Right.
Lock it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it feels like it's it feels unnatural. Probably some kind of a magical locket, maybe an arcane
Mhm.
lock spell or something like that. It's not likely
Well,
to.
I'll
to
let-
unlock.
I'll let Dula know that so that she doesn't feel uncomfortable just letting it, like storing the piece of paper back in there
Okay.
or anything.
Okay. Yeah, if you can figure out a way to to break that, whatever it is, to open that up, then that will likely yield some answers.
So excited.
Okay, but it's a little odd and a little scary that Strahd knows this stuff or has this kind of information compiled on you. Anybody else?
Alright, I just want to read this response from chat real quick. I just watched the new Saw movie, and I think the answer is clear. Dula has to cut off her own ankle and then drain the marrow out of her bone to the precise weight of 10 butterflies.
I think so.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Stream's over.
Actually-
I'm done. That's it. We got it.
Speaking of
I was thinking
cutting
11
things,
butterflies. But,
I recall there was talk of a magic scimitar.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I want it.
there's something kind of
You,
yeah.
do you deserve it? Are
I
you going to
deserve it.
attack us with it?
Maybe. Hopefully,
I
I'll
don't
stop
know.
missing if I have
making
it.
on you, right? Yeah, the scimitar from Mahadin. It's not. It's let me see here.
Misha
It's
has
not
it because she
overly
was
intense, but it's pretty nice.
she disarmed him of it and then
Mhm.
then
Okay, as
pulled
long
his
as
head off
somebody
from
has
Mila.
it, we'll talk about it later. I just
Okay.
didn't want to forget it and leave it.
Yeah,
Leave
it
it.
is there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
something special about it. You might need to identify or figure out what it does. But yeah. All right. Good. Anybody else have questions about what's what's going on with what there is in this little file dump.
I'm curious, but I'll read mine later, icily, when nobody's around. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Misha's holding a dripping head, and would like to place that on Strahd's dinner table where it belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I will not spend the entire time reading a book that is my file while someone else is standing around holding a dripping head. That sounds like
Yeah, that could be that might not be the right thing to do at that particular time, right? All right. Anybody
Yeah.
else have questions about what they read, what they see there?
I'm gonna
Okay.
read on mine as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So looking about the room from the book, it says this shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and quill set carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear the Barovian crest are hung neatly on the dark oak paneled walls. That's what you see.
just for due diligence, may I detect magic?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that and just kind of look around the room.
Okay. Yeah. So spreading out across the room, kind of go that wave kind of goes out, almost like a sonar wave. It kind of comes back. You do detect magic about the locket that is in possession of Dula. Things like that. You can tell if there's something interesting about the scimitar that was picked up. You don't really detect any kind of spells or any kind of anything like that that's going on at the moment.
Okay, cool.
And was there anything else in and around that desk?
That you can see, there was the papers, the files. There's a letter opener that says "Barovia, wish you were here." That's about it.
There's some papers, some files, a desk, nothing about a letter opener that's in my pocket. So we can go.
Anything iron? Just really quickly, out of curiosity, anything that's actually iron, wrought? or
The
bronze?
candle holders. Candle holders
Great,
look like
just
they
roll
were.
them back.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Something
I
out the
need them.
candles.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't like
I need
that.
them.
Okay. You got it. All right. Looking about the room, that's kind of what you see. There's only one visible exit and entrance in the room, which is just this door here.
Yeah, I think we can boot, scoot, and boogie and get that head somewhere.
Okay.
Do we know where we're going? Is the question.
Mhm.
I think we were going upstairs.
But I mean, we're supposed to be going to dinner at.
Strahd.
Sorry, I'm thinking a weekend at Bernie's, and my brain went to dinner at Strahd's.
Right.
We're supposed to be going to Strahd to have dinner with him. And do we know where that is? Did he give us like an RSVP?
We're in his basement.
Do we
I
know
think we
we're
know
in his
that.
basement?
Recall, I think it was a couple sessions ago, you did hear what sounded like organ playing coming from somewhere
Of
upstairs.
course we did.
That's
And
about.
Of course we did.
That's definitely, you know what? I don't think we're encountering.
And this is also his Chamberlain, who
I think
Chamberlains
we're
tend to be in the chamber.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
But I think this is actually Billy Bob's country farm.
Might be.
Because it's definitely not Strahd. He would never play the organ.
Right.
If we go up there and the Country Bear Jamboree is at the dinner table, then we'll know we made a mistake somewhere. But
Did we?
Right.
Did we make a mistake?
Might have make a wrong turn somewhere. Right.
I mean,
did
I'd
see
rather go to the
stairs.
Country Bear Jamboree.
Right. You did see stairs going up here. That's what you. That's an indication of going up. I think that's as far as you've been, right? This is the only level that you've been on, right?
Yes.
and
Yeah.
aren't these
Okay.
stairs also going up, or are these going down?
I think they're going up.
Those ones. One second.
These look like they're going down. These look like they're going up.
Yeah,
I
this
also
one.
don't
Well,
know
this
the-
one has a landing because it's turning.
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, those go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones do go up. Sorry, I keep moving the map. There you go. So yeah. So you have stairs that go up here and stairs that go up here.
And I will pose the question of, you want to go up near Tetanus room, or you want to go up here on shallower flight of stairs?
These stairs are here, and so was this guy, so I figure these are closer.
Just out of curiosity, also, did we pick this guy's pockets before we left? I'm assuming that Whis did, so...
I mean, I'm assuming that Whiffs did. I don't recall
Okay.
having done so.
I just want to make sure we take his change and his ID.
Yeah. I can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Does he have a chatelaine? Does he like actually have all the
Has got a
keys
pocket?
on a chatelaine?
That's actually, yeah, that's also part of it. Is like, what if this guy
I want
had
the
on
keys.
his
Right.
person that we can just take real fast?
Yeah. He's got a pouch of gold. Let's see here.
Nice.
He's got about 30 gold on him.
Nice.
30 gold
And-
actually is going to be split between everyone. So
Thanks.
everyone gets 5 gold.
5?
Yeah.
How many of us are
Whiffs
there?
is not actually good at math.
4, 5.
Mhm.
So everyone should get
Maybe
And
it's
you
six.
Whiffs isn't good at math.
Everybody should get 6.
Everyone should get 6.
6, yeah.
No. Everybody gets 5 and Whiffs gets 6.
Yeah, everybody just looks at Whiffs like.
No, but everybody gets 6.
Everybody gets 6. All right, and he's got 4
Yeah, everybody
he's got 4 poison darts on him as well, and that's and then the scimitar, and that's it. Scimitar.
Cool.
All right.
Whiffs, did you grab those darts?
Those darts?
Yeah, the poison darts that Jason just mentioned.
Yes.
Okay. As long as they're going to a good home.
Good answer, right?
Is Whiffs a good home?
Okay.
They're definitely
Poison
going in my
darts?
pocket.
Okay.
Well, don't forget to use them later.
And I'm definitely putting in the correct amount and counting them on my little fingies.
I think we're gonna go
Make
upstairs.
sure that I
Jason.
have all of them.
Okay.
I think Misha's going to investigate these alcoves on the way to the stairs before getting too far up the stairs, though.
Okay. Did you take which stairs? These here? These stairs or these stairs?
Misha was voting for the close stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't like the
Okay.
tetanus staircase anyway.
Okay. So
You
moving
don't want to
through
go up
that.
the tetanus staircase?
All right. So yeah, let me open up these alcoves real quick as you pass by them, as there are some details there. They look like it might have been at one time occupied by something or someone. Sorry, it's been a while. Reveal areas. My reveal areas tool.
You have to
There we go.
play with it a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not always the easiest thing to work with.
Like right there.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so this dark passage runs for 20 feet, connecting the archway to the west with an ascending stone staircase to the east. To the north and south are 4 10-foot square alcoves cluttered with rotting cots and dirty rags. The ceilings are covered with yellow lichen.
Does it look like there's anything shiny in any of those alcoves?
You might have to take a closer look. It's kind of covered in just nasty moss and whatnot. You can't really see quite from just kind of standing a little ways off from it.
I have a 23 on this one.
Okay, you die. Wait, what? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
I
Okay.
freaking love that. I always wanted to do that to my players.
Sorry. You find so digging around in the clutter lifts, you do find a moldy sack, and you open that up, and it shines up at you. It looks like it's about 150 electrum pieces.
Electrum.
150 electrum pieces?
Pretty good.
I
Yeah,
love
pretty good find.
Well, that's gonna.
There,
I
that's
will split down.
30. That's 30
Yeah.
for all of us. Okay, 30.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes, it is. Also, I will split that. I'm using air quotes later, but you can feel free to add that now. Like, I'm not going to sit there and count out 150 while we're, you know.
How much was
Okay.
that?
But
30 electrum
I'll
each.
30.
Practical question, Jason. How long was the Chamberlain's hair?
I think he had it done. I'm gonna say he had it done in like a ponytail, and it kind of went
Okay,
down to
good.
about maybe his upper back.
Good. Because I'm just going to tie that around or cinch it around Misha's belt so she can use both hands on the sword as needed.
Cool.
Okay.
Head
You
and
got it.
belt.
So nice of you to
Hands
use
on sword.
the
She has clearly done this
hair.
before.
Okay. As you look upon Misha's frame, you can clearly see several small iron rings, just big enough to tie heads to. Some of them are a bit
Nice.
stained from glorious battles gone by. Right?
Look at Misha and just say, "That's dripping on your shoes."
That's because the shoes keep it from dripping on my feet.
That's disgusting.
The blood washes out.
All right.
That's what shoes are
Or
for.
it doesn't.
Yes,
Okay.
we will walk off
All
judgment.
right.
So
And did we decide that the Guardian of Faith is staying with us?
no, Guardian of Faith
It
has to stay
doesn't-
in the room.
He can't move.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
It goes away. Okay.
He's like
It
a
has
big
no movement.
marshmallowy snowman. He just sits there.
Oh, he stays there.
Yeah,
He stays there until he deals 60 damage to someone.
Okay.
Or a long rest, I think.
Whiffs. I need you to piss off the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man for reasons.
Actually, you just
Oh, yeah.
need
Yeah,
to
do it
piss
from a
off
distance?
me, and then the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man will attack her. Or attack him, sorry.
But I really like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I just want to give him a hug because he looks super squishy.
That's fair.
Okay, so we'll remove the Guardian of Faith, and I'm going to grab everyone's tokens just real quick, so I can move you to the next map, moving up the stairs
Oh, we can move ourselves. We can drag ourselves, Jason.
to the appropriate map.
No.
If it's a new map entirely, we can just drag our tokens onto it.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
Make us do the work.
alrighty. Okay. Yeah, let me bring up that map. You're heading up those stairs. That leads up to map number 3.
Whoa, so many maps.
Whoa!
I am still so tiny. If we're waiting for a
And then
map
you
to
are
load, it'll
here.
be-
Yeah, it'll be just a minute while that loads. Let me run my reveal areas tool.
I helped.
Huh?
That does not look like blood.
Also, you
step
forgot the
around
very
that.
important.
Okay.
It's pooling.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you.
Great, guys.
Welcome. Oh God.
There we go.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna perform the very, very, very precise surgery of getting my little token.
If I wanted to drag my token
You
back
go
onto
to
the board.
the newspaper. And you drag
Go to the journal.
Oh, I did
When your
it, but I'm
character
in the
sheet pops up.
Shadowlands. There we go. I found me.
There we go.
Does everybody remember how tiny my icon is for some reason on this paper?
No.
Oh. Was yours blown up?
I can't grab me.
Okay. I can move you over,
I'm too tiny to grab.
or make sure you have. Okay. Let me see here. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Does that work?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have control of that token?
I do. Yes.
All right, good. Able to move it. I've got 4 tokens. Anybody else? I don't see a Tuwale, right? Are you in there?
I'm right
It's
in
right
the
there.
middle.
It's right here.
Always right
Okay.
I see him.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's funny because there's a map marker right where you're sitting. Okay, there we go.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
It's funny. On the GM layer, there's a map marker that tells you like what
Oh,
Nice.
where that is on the map. It's pretty great.
Found
Okay,
it.
cool. Alrighty, so moving up the stairs. Let me see. There's no K20A. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So yeah. So this staircase goes up to the center of a floor, and as you step out of that alcove there, that kind of shelters the staircase, there's a mosaic. There's a mosaic floor that adds a touch of color to an otherwise dark and cold and empty tower that rises above you. A spiral staircase rises slowly into darkness, hugging the outer wall. In the center of the room, there's this set of stairs here that leads down.
what's a mosaic like? What's it of?
Yeah.
What's it of? It's just like a bunch of patterns, and kind of like what you can see on the map. It's like a Barovian pattern. If you spent some time looking at it,
I
you
could
might
see
be able to derive some kind of a meaning from it. Maybe some of the symbols are symbolic of something, or something like that.
If
But
this
yeah,
was in
first
a
glance, it just
museum,
looks like a
it'd have a
pattern.
little plaque next to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is
for
there
sure.
anything like super obviously like in the room, or like is it just completely empty? Because if it's completely empty, I'm staying by the staircase.
Okay, it's empty except for this staircase, this spiral staircase here, that hugs the tower, looking up. As you look up, you can kind of see that that spiral staircase kind of going all the way up.
Then I'm gonna stay in the staircase until someone else gets to the other staircase, and then I'm gonna do a quick little like roll to get to that staircase, so as not
Okay.
to be in the open for too long. I don't like this.
Okay.
This
Okay.
looks like an opening of some sort, so Misha's gonna peek her head around and take a look.
Yeah, it is an opening. Let me open that up real quick for you. It looks like it's a passageway that leads off to somewhere.
Oh.
Is the organ music
I'm gonna
louder?
go down it.
A little bit.
Can we listen to try and
Does the
figure
organ-
out where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, like is it
It's
coming from the staircase or the passage?
Right. Let me check here. I'm gonna grab the right tool so I can move the map around. You feel like it is quite a bit closer. It's through. You feel like you're kind of on the same level as the organ. Not sure exactly. Let's see here.
Passageway
yeah, it's on
versus
this level.
staircase was really what we were looking for, or what I was looking for.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of echoing a little bit from here. However, you kind of get the sense that it's on the same level as where you're at, coming from kind of this direction. It's kind of like a weird acoustic, you know, how you're like when you're sitting in a house and somebody's talking in the other room, and it's maybe coming through the grates or whatever, but you still get a sense that it's on the same level. So it confuses you a little bit that you can hear it acoustically coming from the stairwell, you know, from echoing from somewhere up from the tower, because it also just kind of feels like it's on the same level.
Whiffs, you want to check this hallway for bad things?
Absolutely, I do. I'm gonna go right over there and check it for bad things. Tuwali, make sure you're not in the hallway, because otherwise I won't get a sense for other bad things.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Whiffs
it.
as you make your way across the causeway there, moving over that mosaic. There's a faint light that seems to emanate from directly above you, and you can just kind of feel this this rhythmic beating, almost like a heartbeat. And the rest of you become aware of this as well.
Is it coming from the
directly
floorboards?
above you? No, it's coming
Above
from
me.
directly above you. Uh-huh.
So if I was in the next floor, they would be coming from the floorboards. That's where Edgar Allan Poe
Yeah.
is.
Well, it's actually a tower. It's actually an open tower with a spiral staircase, so you can look directly up. Mhm.
Got it.
Okay. And let me see here. Yeah, and that's the first thing you notice as you step out, as you float out onto that causeway. You feel this rhythmic beating, and there's like a faint red light that begins to emanate from directly above you.
Light, and I don't like it.
That's why you're supposed to look for the bad things.
But it's bad. I will. Can I fly up? Sneakily, very stealthily. One would actually even consider it to be perhaps like on a scale, like a 28% stealthy, not percent, 28 stealthy. Fly up and see if I can see more of this red light.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're just kind of like trying to look around, get a better view. Being a bit stealthy, right? Bless you.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a quick stealth roll.
That was a 28.
Okay. Pretty quiet, floating about. Nonetheless, you can't shake the feeling that something is aware of you. And the rest of you who kind of poke out, we have, is that Mila directly below you, Whiffs? Or
No, that's
Misha?
Misha.
It's Misha.
That's Misha.
Misha, yeah.
Yeah, Misha, you feel this kind of sense of being watched as well. Like something is very much aware of your presence. You feel almost like a fishbowl as you look, and as you look up, and then Whiffs, as you begin to float up, your view becomes unobscured, and you see. I'll read from the book. It says, as you step onto that mosaic, there's a reddish light that flares high overhead, then settles into a dull, pulsing red glow. You now see the full immensity of this tower. The spiral staircase circles up the tower's full height. The tower, 60 feet wide at its base, becomes narrower as it climbs. At the pinnacle of the hollow tower, a large crystal heart pulsates with red light. Above the heart, the stairs continue upward. There's a picture I might be able to bring in for you. Let's see if I can.
Hey, can I find the trophy somewhere that says most edgiest of edgelords?
Oh, yeah.
That Strahd got one time.
Yeah, Strahd's definitely an edgelord. See if I can make this visible for you all. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
No.
Ish.
Yes.
It's
Saw it for a
way
second,
up
but
there.
Oh, wait.
Look up.
Yeah.
Scroll all the way to the top. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
You guys can kind of
I'm
see
gonna
that?
let everybody know that, and then I'm gonna ask Mila or Misha if she could step off of the mosaic for a second.
I
Yeah.
could, but is this hallway safe?
Well, it's just that this mosaic appears to be connected with this crystal that's beating up here.
To be
I'd fly
fair,
back
he
down to
already
tell you
knows
this and
that
look
we're
at it.
here. I'm just saying, heart is beating, stepping on mosaic, giving symbol. He knows we're here. We killed his chamberlain.
Do we need to go up there
That's
and break
fair.
the heart?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It was not really the plan I had operating from, but can do that. But I thought we would go down the hallway and find this organ. Heart is also organ, but different kind.
Okay.
More like
I
muscle,
am
actually.
looking
Uh-oh.
What?
The heart is more like muscle. It's not organ, it's muscle.
That is true. Oh, here we go.
Never mind.
I'm
can eat
looking
it just the
back
same.
in my
That's by
notes,
the
and it
70
doesn't
subs.
say that we necessarily have to stab him in the heart.
Okay. So it's just kind of lingering up, kind of hanging up at the very top of this tower, and there's just a spiral staircase that leads around it around the tower. You could reach it up
How big is
there
it?
if you want to try and destroy this thing. Big. It is. Let me see here. The tower is about the tower itself is about 60 feet wide. It does narrow a little bit as it gets higher up there, and this thing is taking up the whole of it. Kind of difficult to get an exact size of it, but you can tell it's
So
just.
you're saying it
it's
won't
big.
fit in my pocket?
No, definitely not.
Dang.
But
Okay,
I have
actually, there is a
bottomless
measurement
pockets.
given. You can see. So it's probably maybe about 10 feet in diameter.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
What if I had a bag of holding?
If you could fit it, you just might.
It's like a cartoon, just.
Yeah, like I didn't see anything
Right.
in the notes. Yeah. I didn't see anything
Okay.
in the
Okay.
so we can either destroy it or leave it and continue down this hallway.
I think we're gonna leave it because that's. I don't. Were we doing that?
I don't think that is
No.
Heart of Strahd. It's a little big. Does it at least?
I mean,
does
he
it look
doesn't
like a
seem like the
human?
kind of guy who has a heart that's 3 times the size of him.
Yeah, it's kind of in the shape of a human heart. It looks kind of like crystallized, and it's beating, it's pulsating, with just kind of a nasty red energy. And these heartbeats are just kind of reverberating all throughout the place, throughout the walls. You can feel it in your feet,
Listen,
all of that. And there's a staircase. The spiral staircase leads directly up to it.
I think he's gotten the
Yeah.
arrhythmia.
Thanks, I hate it.
Misha's unimpressed.
What?
Got a heart murmur.
He's got a heart murmur.
Oh. Yeah, if we sit there and listen to it long enough, does it seem like the heartbeat is like a heartbeat for a person or
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like I mean it sounds like a like a human heartbeat, just slower. Maybe an elephant heartbeat. I don't know.
If you listen to it long enough, your heart starts to pound in rhythm with
Oh,
it.
I hate it when
I
that
know.
bass drums at like a concert.
Yeah.
There you go. Right.
Especially if you're at a
yeah.
Disturbed concert. My heart should not be going
That'll do
at that
it,
rhythm.
That'll do it.
It just said
Yeah,
wah.
and it just looks like a big human heart. It's kind of crystallized, it's beating, and you can feel those beats all throughout the place. And it casts that dark, just like an eerie red glow, about kind of like what you see in the picture here. Where does another place I can move that
Okay.
picture? Let me see. I can move it over here. Any better? You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So yeah, and it's a little scary, and you definitely have that feeling of just kind of being like something is aware of you, like that fishbowl feeling. You're kind of moving through the bottom of this chamber, moving across the floor, and you know that directly above you is this massive heart, kind of beating.
I don't think it's ever been established. Is hallway safe to go
Not
down?
if yeah, like I got distracted by this giant heart. Is
Okay.
the hallway
Let's go down
trapped?
Is the hallway trapped? My rules are so ridiculous. I just ask now, right?
Yeah. Do I notice even the slightest little tiny pebble askew on this?
Right. Okay, so yeah, this hallway, there's a description from the book. and it's not real exciting. It says this long, narrow corridor runs east to west. Cobwebs fill the hall, obscuring sight beyond a few feet. So it appears to kind of just move down that way and ends all the way out there. You have, you kind of a limited vision through it, but you can see it's covered with cobwebs. It's just a long, narrow passageway that runs that length.
Okay. I will relate that to Mila, who's standing there waiting impatiently for me to tell her anything about this hallway.
Okay.
And not about literally anything else in the room.
Okay.
If it's safe to go,
Someone
and
that
nobody has
isn't-
identified any traps, that Mila will step off. Look at the heart, think,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not impressed. And then we'll,
I'm gonna wait for anybody that's not
follow.
whose name doesn't start with an M to write on their shoulder so that I don't get trapped in the spider webs.
Can
Okay.
write on do list.
Mila, what is your passive perception?
Kitty. To answer your question specifically, though, like 11. It is.
Okay.
Yep, it's 11.
It's 11. Okay. Yeah, stepping out onto that as you move across that wide open space over the mosaic, Mila, you can't help but feel a sense of familiarity as you pass underneath this massive red beating giant heart. It's something that it's kind of one of those things that you may not actively recall it until it is kind of brought back to you or brought to your remembrance. But it's like it was a familiar feeling when you had that vision with Strahd. It's just kind of like having it, like waking up from a dream, right? And it's just kind of a mood or some kind of a weird feeling that's within that dream. Something that would fade by the time you have lunch that day or whatever, right? You wouldn't really remember it, but it hits you as just a sense of familiarity, just a feeling of familiarity when you had that vision. It's kind of like, oh yeah, it was that way, or it was that just that vibe or whatever. It's just kind of a feeling of familiarity. Yeah. Good. Twally, hanging back. Tell me what you're up to there.
Honestly, Twali's just been following along, kind of like with his head down, pretty much moping.
Okay.
When Whiff said, like, please don't come out so I don't see anything evil, Twali was just kind of like raised her hand, like, okay.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay. The rest of you might notice Twali has been distinctly quiet throughout this in the last few minutes as she's been kind of skulking about in the hallways and passageways of Castle Ravenloft. Can't imagine why.
No idea.
It's because he doesn't want to get caught.
Right?
Is Tuwali get
Alright,
the same
moving
deja vu from the not so telltale heart above?
No. At least not that anyone's aware. Yeah. And that's kind of something. It's difficult to communicate as a DM. I could kind of type that all out or whatever, and like private messages that might be kind of an appropriate way to get that across. But I mean, but yeah.
You don't care. Great.
Okay. Moving down the passageway.
Misha is, so long
Yeah.
as Whiffs is checking ahead for bad.
Okay.
Tuwali's still
I can
lagging,
check
I will
more
say.
ahead. I can check more ahead than just a few feet. But there's lots of spider webs, so I will have to ride on your shoulder.
Misha looks over at Mila and is like, do you have the fire thing?
I have several fire things. Which one do you
Can
want?
you, the one that doesn't take much energy. Can you just burn the webs out of the way? Make it easier.
Spider.
Wow.
What's a spider going to do? It kills flies. But it's still
Exactly.
fire is fun, so she will break out a firebolt. Something really low
Okay.
effort and just burn excess cobwebs. That kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. So having the firebolt at the ready. And it's kind of glowing in the dark there. And you're able to kind of burn through those cobwebs as you make your way down that passageway, right? The passageway kind of, you can see up ahead as your light, your vision opens up a little bit. There's just this, it opens up to what looks like, let's see, there we go. What looks like a hexagonal shaped room at the end with a passageway leading down that way. Like so.
If
I will begrudgingly
Wally
go
is lagging
forward.
behind.
Okay. Whiffs. As you approach, you think you hear kind of a skittering, like something or someone moving quickly down this passageway. Let's see. Get the right tool. There we go. Down this passageway. And you just kind of hear.
Okay.
You think you hear footsteps running down that way.
I'd have been pacing between an organ bitch and the music cabinet.
Maybe hard to say.
I'm gonna stop there and wait for everybody to catch up. I'm like halt
Okay.
them.
I am going to keep by to Wally's side as we're walking.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, I'm so sorry.
You okay
You alright?
over there?
I was apologizing to my dog, who I just dropped like baked potato on.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
I'm sure he didn't mind. He got to eat the baked potato.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. As you approach, you hear those footsteps moving further down this passageway, and then you hear like what seems to be like the movement of stone, just like that kind of movement of the stone, and then you hear it. These stone pieces kind of like lock into place, and then silence.
I'm gonna hold up my finger. And then I am going to fly. Like, does this passageway have an actual ceiling, or is this like the tower where it's like just goes up and up?
No, this passageway does have a ceiling. It's probably about.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. Because nobody expects a ceiling when they're looking for things to come in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna very stealthily not like super stealthily this time, but still kind of stealthily. Like, I would say this time it's like a stealth. I'm like flying by the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah. give me a
Anybody or
quick stealth check.
Thanks. That was 17.
17. Okay, so moving about, you're kind of maybe distracted a little bit in the moment, trying to figure out, what's down the passageway and what's around that corner. Your wings hit the wall just a little bit and cause just a little bit of a skittering on the wall, and it echoes throughout the chamber. Still pretty quiet. Might have been mistaken for for something else, or somebody else is listening. You hear nothing. You're looking down the hallway. It looks barren. You can see that there's it looks like an alcove here. Okay.
But like further down.
Yeah. Yeah, further down, it ends about here. Let's see here. Right here, you can see there's one of those little porthole windows that people fire arrows out of. You step into that room there.
Yeah, can I look through it?
Yeah. Let me see here. It looks like it's just an archer's post. The castle courtyard is visible through the arrow slits in the walls. These arrow slits are about 2.5 feet tall and about 4 inches wide.
Okay. I'm gonna raise my shoulders and shrug at Misha. And then start looking around to see if there's anything that we missed in this area.
Okay.
Like on the walls or anything. Maybe there's a secret passageway.
Yeah,
Okay.
Misha's going to basically point at this longbow. It's probably somewhere around here. There's stone sound. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go over to Whiffs and cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that is so nice of you.
You got it. Whiffs, give me a quick investigation roll.
Misha gave you the quickest
I am
investigation.
gonna do this
Yep.
with advantage because I can do that now.
Okay.
And with guidance, that adds 1. So investigation is 11 plus 17 is 28, 29.
Okay. All right. So skittering, kind of moving about this passageway, looking for something that stands out, looking for a loose stone or a part of the wall that separates into a seam. You're able to find a spot, what looks like one of the tiles in the wall, part of one of the mosaics that kind of ordain the walls, has a spot in it that is separate, like it might be a button.
I'm gonna press the button.
Uh-huh.
No hesitation. Oh, also,
Okay.
Mila, definitely at Strahd's house. I looked out the window. We're at a castle.
No shit, Sherlock.
I don't know, you just
There you
seemed a
go.
little hesitant. Like maybe we were at somebody else's basement.
Well, there was
So Misha,
smarter
there's
than
no question.
Yeah, we were in
Excellent.
Zrod John Smarovich's basement.
Zarda Zords. Wait, hold on, wrong game.
Right.
My good.
Strahd's cousin's house, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, so you definitely find what looks like a button there.
I'm gonna press it.
Okay.
Button.
Button.
Push a
All right.
button.
All right. Pressing that button, a section of the wall opens up. It's kind of it's an uncomfortable sound because it's echoing all throughout this place where you're trying to kind of be quiet and sneaky, and it's just this loud
Yeah.
sound of the stone grinding on stone. And it opens up a small section of the wall here where you're able to access another chamber. Let me open that up real quick. Like so.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
My dog has one piece of potato fall on his head, and now he wants the rest of the baked potato.
Ah. Okay. Misha, stepping onto that landing.
Yeah.
Into that room.
I'm going.
Okay. So it says massive stairs rise to a landing 20 feet wide by 40 feet long. Stone arches support a ceiling covered with frescoes 20 feet overhead. The frescoes depict armored knights on horseback, their finer features faded beyond recognition. Dust floats in the air here. At each end of the south wall, a staircase rises into darkness. Between the staircases are twin alcoves, each one containing a standing suit of armor covered with dark stains. Each suit of armor clutches a mace, the business end of which is shaped like a dragon's head. Words engraved on the arches above the suits of armor have been scratched out.
Can any part of them be made out?
I don't trust those suits of armor.
Let's
Are
see
you
here.
sure you don't go inside of it?
You know, I
Hide in the
tried that once.
armor.
It didn't really work out.
Okay.
That's odd.
Okay. Let's see. You're looking for. Let me zoom in on the map. So yeah, there are 2 suits of armor containing each of them holding a mace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, but the words above you
And
said were
from-
scratched out. Can any
Yeah,
of
they've
those
been-
those words like be made out, like any part of them?
Yeah, they're looking pretty faded. They're looking like they've been just kind of erased by time and erased by time and wear.
Abandon all hope.
I'll hope who enter you enter
You
here, right?
For here.
You hear? Yeah. What's the last word? What? Yeah, it's difficult to be made out. Yeah, particularly from where you're standing.
Hey, does anybody here use a mace?
Oh.
A mace is
You can use
Do you
mace.
want a mace with a dragon head?
No.
Okay.
Just over or under, do you think, on those things coming to life and trying to attack?
Pretty good, I would say, but who knows?
Yeah. Seems like
So
all the dead things around here keep coming back to life.
organ music.
Okay. Coming from someplace over here.
Where is
Well, let's
is
go that way.
owl?
I've been busy.
He's hanging back. He's in a hallway with Dula.
watching.
Then you should come
Unfortunately,
up
I
here
Has
and
Dula
place it.
had her eyes on him this whole time?
Yeah, Dula has been next to Wally pretty much the whole time except when she casts guidance on you.
And when she casts guidance, does somebody else have eyes on Tuwali?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't
Listen,
trust
nothing
you
should be-
anymore.
I know. I understand.
You understand that you need to be up here?
Yeah.
Coming.
You can, hey, Tuwali, you can prove that you are good again, and I'll give you a flower crown if you kill Strahd.
Hey, maybe we should
What are you-
deal with whatever this is. Mila will gesture vaguely at the armor.
I mean, I can go touch him to see.
You know what? Sure. Don't try to take anything.
Okay.
Just go touch them, I guess.
I'm gonna go up
Actually-
to a suit of armor and poke it in the chest.
Okay. As you approach, it springs to life. Dula,
Mhm.
Yeah,
who got a little
Shocker.
close.
No.
yeah.
Give me a quick dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I think my dice is broken, but that's a 19. I just
Okay.
rolled 3 17s in a row,
Damn.
Okay.
so not complaining.
All right. All right. Good. So you were careful. Stepping close to this thing, it reacts, and it kind of flails forward and just kind of like flails its arms with its mace. You're able to kind of get out of the way just in time, and then it kind of retracts and goes back into its little stance, back into its alcove.
Okay, we're just going to why let's just
Take a step back. I think that's
Okay.
Hmm?
And then it kind of retracts back into its little alcove and just falls silent again. It looks like anybody who steps close to these things will activate that trap.
I think
Mm.
if we just
Yeah.
steer clear, they'll leave us alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Just by this fresco, like me.
what's the fresco? Oh,
Yeah.
the knights with the faded faces. Never mind. I got it.
Maybe stay closer to the
Yeah.
walls, eh?
Okay. And some of you may have noticed it, some of you may have not, but when that trap activated, the organ music stopped briefly. And the last note that was played was maybe a little off a little bit, almost as if somebody might have been distracted by something. A moment or two
I
of
knew
silence,
it. He's been practicing.
and then the organ playing resumes once again.
Feel like you are
Mm.
in middle of trope or something. Mila's just gonna kind of say, like, very softly as she's walking. She's like, there is something just very
Okay.
iconic, but not necessarily in good way.
It's a
About
cliche for
walking
a
through.
reason.
Thank you. All right.
As Misha sort of goes around, she passes by Twala and she's like, I was asking you to come up here because in the case the suits came alive, you and I would be the ones to be dealing with them. I would not suggest putting Dula in between you and the danger.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm just... Get my head in the game.
Focus. You focus.
Okay. You can see
You
he kind of
focus.
shakes himself a little bit. I'm alright.
You've had 2 chances and you say that you're good for more. Yes?
Yeah,
None of this is
You
your
good,
fault,
Al?
Wally.
I'm okay. I'm alright. Let's finish this. I wanna get this done.
Okay. Okay, these stairs lead up. Organ music is coming from here, down along the beyond, down in the lower passageway. And these stairs lead down.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
The 2 on either side of the armors go up, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then the big ones go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Into like that courtyard thing. Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right.
So if I were an edgelord, edgelordy McFace, I would want everyone to have a grand entrance as soon as they walked into my castle. So I think Strahd is down this way.
But there's lights.
Any sign of the organ yet?
I mean, I hear it coming from this way, so...
To be fair, acoustics in castle are very good.
Yeah, they're coming from somewhere beyond here.
But if we are following cliche, he is probably sitting in front of organ. Nearby.
Okay. So yeah, Misha, coming down the stairs into this kind of a hexagonal room here. It says cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness, which is where you came from. And then a lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, though through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
Ooh, sad organ tones. Now he's playing sad music?
Mila will point at the gargoyles and say, odds on this one?
We should steer clear of them because it seems like... Go ahead.
I was just going to say we should probably check the doors.
The doors, yeah. And I was going to suggest steering clear of the gargoyles because it seems like the last time we set off one of the armor people stopped playing organ.
You know, if one had to guess, he's probably been watching us, he gets distracted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just want to give him that head. Wait. Phrasing on my part, did not think that through. I just want to give him that
phrasing is phrasing.
Nope.
You and Raccoon Face and Strahd?
Mila Milo wants to give
Nope.
Strahd
Moving on.
head.
Nope. Anyway,
It'll be hard.
yes,
There's no
It's
blood
in
flow
chat
to
now.
like.
You would think that if we're invited by him, that he would be a little bit more welcoming.
That's not wholly true.
Mhm.
2 of us are invited by him. The rest are accessory. To be fair to Strahd, let me be clear here. And yes, I'm talking about you because you know that you're looking in on us. She's going to say, looking at the air and at nothing in particular.
Looking at you through
Okay.
the
Mila's
glass.
talking to herself.
Okay.
Tuali's
I'm just gonna.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tuali's gonna stop Misha real quick before she goes off to check the doors.
Okay.
Oh, Misha was directing Whips to check the door.
Oh, even better. Cool. While Whiffs is doing that, then. Hey, Misha, can I ask you something?
Sure.
That scimitar that you found. Can I see it?
See?
Misha's gonna check how close Dula is.
Right.
Dula's still right next to Tuali?
Yeah.
Like, could you take a step back? And she's gonna try and encourage Dula to get a little bit out of reach of Tuali with a sword.
Here.
Okay.
Tuali will walk away from Tula.
Dula is going to walk back towards Tuali and I'll be like, I trust him. He is not under any kind of influence.
Okay, I just, caution. And Misha does, in fact, hand over the scimitar. But her
Okay.
eyes are on Tuali.
Okay.
Um,
It's kind of a hideous weapon. It's just kind of a blackened handle, stained with lots of ancient stains of blood about it. This weapon has been the cause of much sorrow.
Tuali's gonna look at it kind of with like resigned sadness and just kind of mutter to himself. I suppose that this would be more appropriate now. And he's
Oh my
going to
god, are you
then-
gonna...
He's then gonna take out his spear that's like covered in Morning Lord carvings and everything. And he's gonna kind of look to Dula and give her the spear.
Nope, you hold on to that.
I don't think I deserve this
You
anymore.
hold on to it.
Just puts it on the ground.
The feathers flop in front of his face. My Chemical Romance starts playing on the organ. It's, how this goes.
She's gonna
There
pick
it
it back
goes.
up. You are going to need this again.
Don't.
I can
Don't
hold
know
on to
if I
it if you
will.
want.
Going to need it again.
Well, hold on to it until I do.
Will do. Because you're going to need it again.
Oh, Tuali wants someone to hold on to him until he needs it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He just needs a hug.
Hug me, brother.
so what
Not from Whiffs, though.
kind of
Whiffs is mad.
scimitar was it?
It's clearly it's magical for sure. It just kind of has that aura. It kind of hums a little bit when you move it or whatever, or little bits of magical smoke come off of it when you wave it through the air. You're not sure exactly what it does. It feels very light and nimble in your hand. Very comfortable. But it's clearly, beyond that, you don't really get a sense that there's anything necessarily evil or malevolent in its magical functionings. Only that it's simply a tool designed to kill efficiently. Doesn't feel like a sentient blade, or if you hold this, you'll become Darth Vader or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Nothing like that. It just feels very just feels very very light, very nimble in your hand. Like you can easily swing it and stab with it.
I, for one, would
Uh,
like the Darth
yeah.
Vader sword.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, can I-
We'll see if we can find one of those around here, right?
You can hear it in your head.
You can hear it in your head, right? Right. Okay.
All right, can we get some stats on it? Is it like just a normal scimitar for now? Stat-wise?
You'd have to for right now. For right now, it's a normal scimitar. You get a sense that you'd have to kind of spend some time with it to attune to it to kind of figure out more of what it does. But you gather it's something that just kind of increases the time, the amount of attacks that you can deal with it. Swish, swish, right? And probably some additional bonuses to its damage and attack bonus or attack roll.
Like how much of a bonus are we talking?
Good grief! Make the dungeon master
Sorry.
think ahead. Make him prepare. Right?
I mean, good weapon. I want.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's likely a +4. Should you attune to it, +4 to attack and +4 to damage,
Damn.
and probably an extra attack roll or an
God
extra
damn.
attack. It's
Nice.
pretty good.
All right.
Wow.
I'll just make it a normal scimitar for now.
Okay.
And I'll just take note of what it can do.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Moving about this room, looks like you're all kind of cautiously keeping to the edges. Some of you get a sense that those gargoyles are just kind of menacing up above. What were you gonna say, Whiffs?
I was gonna say, while they were dealing with the scimitar, I believe I was checking those doors.
Okay. Yeah. So these doors made of iron. They are currently they're closed, but you get a sense that this is probably the way out. This looks like the front gate, or the front door leading to the gate area.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put a little sticky note that says "exit" on it.
Uh-huh. Yep. You feel confident that it's
and move
definitely
on.
the way out if you need to run out fast. Mm-hmm.
This is the emergency exit, guys.
Please mark
I know it's
all
not well
emergency
lit,
exits.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Barovia doesn't believe in OSHA, so
Please keep in mind
Nice.
the emergency exit may be behind you.
Yep. Okay.
Please keep your hands and feet inside of the castle at all times.
There you go. Okay.
This guy,
All right. Let's see.
these doors.
Mila, checking out those doors.
You mean Misha?
Yeah. Again. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Or
Second.
whoever?
Whiffs. You were checking
Actually,
out
Whiffs,
the
yeah.
doors on the other side of the. Okay. These here.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Mhm.
those likely they're closed, but they likely lead to the deeper inner sanctum. Or deeper into
Does
the.
it sound
deeper
like
into
there
the
might be
fortress.
organ music coming?
The organ music's coming from right down here.
Thought it was the other side. Or like down there. Thought.
Was it those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down there. Uh-huh.
Got it. Well, in that case, hello. I would like to move my token.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Can you move it? There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody else kind of hanging back behind or sending whiffs?
I'm gonna
okay.
help as well.
Moving forward? Okay. All right. Mila, as you, looks like you're the last one to pass through, you felt there was kind of a rushing of motion right behind you. Like almost like several things or individuals or people or whatever moved about, scurried about in the darkness behind you.
I heard to turn around. Where are those gargoyles?
Okay. The gargoyles don't appear to have moved. You don't think.
Okay.
They're a little bit, they're just a little, you start, you get a closer look at them right now, they do look a little less worn than the rest of the space, but they are frozen. Like
Don't
statues.
even think about it. She's going to say, pointing at them.
Okay.
Just
Okay, and as you do that, as you do that, there's a gleam that kind of catches your eye and your peripheral vision on this side of the room here. And as you look, you see a little post-it note that says exit.
Nice. So that we know which way to go when we run out.
Excellent.
Right? Okay. Okay. So something's kind of playing tricks on you, right? But yeah, now the room is frozen. And there was no response to your to your threat saying don't even think about it.
People don't usually respond to that. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Misha's
Anybody
gonna look
else?
down.
Anybody else?
Misha wants to look down this hallway because the other doors are where the sound of the organ's coming from. Yeah.
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 Or it's coming from here.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a passageway here, and that just looks like it leads to a stairwell that leads. I think it leads down or up. Actually, it goes both ways, down and up. Let me open that up for you.
Not the only thing in this area that goes both
What if it
ways.
was stay?
Hey.
Hey.
Right. Okay. Yeah. A spiral staircase over there. And there is a description for this room. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. This is for this. Let me see here. This is for this room here. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending in a spiral staircase that goes both ways, up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady, bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall.
Well, it's a melody of power and defeat now.
Power and defeat. And sad,
Man.
apparently.
That's what that
Right?
spell is.
Mm-hmm.
Defeat.
Hmm.
Something.
Yes.
And sorry, what's in this little alcove here?
Which one? Right there. It's a suit of armor. It looks really well cared for. Well oiled. It's in good shape. Just kind of standing there. Definitely not a
Yeah,
trap.
that sounds like something we should avoid.
Right? Okay.
Which way do you want to go, guys?
Through the doors, if that's where the organ music is coming from.
Great.
I mean, I guess, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna peek
Okay.
at the doors. Do these doors?
Sorry, you broke up their lips. What was that again?
Sorry. I said, are these doors also made by Ted John, or do they seem a little bit more crackable?
They look a little Ted Johnish, for sure.
Dang.
They do look pretty solid, but I mean, they look like regular doors. There's a little bit of give to them. You can tell they don't appear to be like magically locked or anything like that.
If that's the case, we'd have an easier time breaking down the wall next to the doors.
Yeah, right? All right. Is everybody ready just in case?
Ready to
Yes,
tell
and
everything,
Misha.
then.
Misha is also focused on the armor just in case.
I'm going to open the door a crack.
While he gets ready with his shield.
I'm gonna do something. Crap, I'm
Stay right there, out of line of sight. And
Yeah.
Also
I'm gonna-
yes. Also yes.
I'm
Okay.
going to supervise.
You're doing great, everybody.
Good idea.
Mila wouldn't say that.
Do a better job,
Search
everybody.
faster.
What's thinking?
Okay.
Come on.
Why are we still here when we could be doing something else?
We're late for dinner.
All right. Opening the door.
Uh,
Yes.
Okay. reveal that real quick.
Hey, you found dinner.
It's a dinner table. What?
Hey,
Uh-oh,
dinner!
we made
Finally,
it.
I'm starving.
You made it.
I'm sure it's all
3
really
enormous-
good, fresh food.
Well, you'll have to see, right? It's definitely emitting a wonderful odor of a wonderful aroma of really yummy food. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls that support the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you, with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid, with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as a deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns to you. It's him. It's Strahd.
Can we see his picture? I want to see his picture.
Wahoo!
Yeah,
Strahd.
Mila wants to know if she actually does want to give him head, or if that was just a one-off thing that she said.
Well, technically, it's going to be Misha who does it, but you know how it be.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay.
I feel like
Ah.
Misha would use teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a vampire.
hands-
That's how I like it.
All right, so he raises his hand, and sets out kind of a clawed hand, that's like a pasty white flesh. It says, "Welcome, honored guests. Please dine with me. I prepared a fine meal for each of you."
Kind of an edgelord chat. Would you mind? Would you all
What's
mind?
that?
I just have to ask that question. Like, do you want me to be an edgelord here? Because I want to ask Misha to present our gift to Strahd, by which I mean that guy's head.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely
definitely.
down. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it.
Fantastic.
Be the most edgy of lords.
Cool.
Hmm.
Beluga says
I mean,
yes.
why not?
Maybe Strahd will cut himself on the edge.
Do that. Then
Wally doesn't know
Mila
about
is going to
this.
wait for everybody to go inside, because of course I am. And then she'll step inside and say, once everybody's in, which I'm assuming y'all are doing, she'll say, "Of course we will dine with you. However, we are proper guests. We brought you a present as well. Misha, can you?"
Misha looks at Mela, then shrugs, unhooks or ties rather the severed head from her belt, and sort of tosses it over. Well, no, wait. There's a plate right here, right?
Onto the table. Yeah, just toss it on the plate.
Just puts it right on that plate.
Okay.
I'd like to
Awesome.
make aggressive
Something
eye
that's
contact
Never did.
with Strahd.
You got it. Ah, dear Rahadan. He was a fine servant. Sad though it is that he lost his head and fell before each of you. Ah, what a delectable gift. You will notice, of course, I prepared a place for each of you. Particularly you, looking directly at Mila. Please, I am warmed by the gift you have brought. I think it's only natural that it's only correct that I should respond in kind. Won't you please enjoy your dish? And you look, and at the place that has been set for you, there's a large plate with a large domed lid on it, shiny lid.
Full of
Up on it.
7
He
here,
said, "You
right?
can't
There's another head under
automatically."
there. Yeah.
Yeah?
What's in the box, Jason?
I am the queen of drama.
Okay.
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go sit, gal. Good manners.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So do you all take seats?
Or
Kind of.
Yeah.
Whiff
Kind of.
is small enough that when he sits in the chair, you can't actually see him above the table. So he gives it like 3 seconds and then slips under the table so that now he under the table.
All of you to assume Strahd
if
didn't give you
Strahd
a
has
booster.
shoelaces.
and maybe one of the seats has a booster on
Might get a
it.
booster, huh? Right?
You get a kids
It's
menu and
actually
crayons
just,
too.
it's just it's just the what do you call it with the tray?
Like
The
a
baby
baby
seat.
High chair?
The high chair.
A high chair.
It's a
Yeah.
bunch of Barovian books just on the chair.
The high chair, yeah, it's just a high
Okay.
chair. No, I'm under the table now, and I want to know if Strahd has laces in his shoes.
Okay. You can see it looks like boots, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually wearing
Yeah.
Crocs.
Wearing like Barovian Crocs, right? There it is, right? Mila, are you curious at all about your dish?
Wait till
What has
everybody
been
else sits
prepared for
down.
you this evening? Okay.
Like I said, I'm
Okay.
expecting this to be a full 7 moment. So once everybody sits down, there is
Misha will not be sitting. She will stand
everybody-
by her place, but she does not trust that chair.
Okay.
and that it's gonna
You got
break
it.
for you, or you don't trust Strahd.
No, it's the chair.
Who knows?
Okay.
This
She's-
chair
she's a
works
big
for
girl,
Millie, you're
Strahd.
gonna, right? So Misha, you're just gonna hang out by the chair, standing on guard,
She'll
right?
move the chair. She'll move the chair out of the way.
Okay. Good. So there's a clear path between you and the table, and
Yes.
standing in place, right? You got it. Tuwali, what are you up to?
Tuwali is gonna pensively take a seat in the chair he's standing right in front of.
Okay.
Behind. Never really taking his eyes off Strahd.
Okay. You got it. Okay. The chair is comfortable. That's one of the things that you notice is it's in great shape. Well stuffed. Everything, it seems like when everything else in this castle is just kind of run down and gross, this chair is
I think Ted
Remarkably
John might
well
have
preserved.
branched out into chairs.
might have been a Ted John. Might have been a joint operation, right, between Ted John and whatever chair maker makes a chair, right? Keeping your eyes
Yeah.
fixed on Strahd, he is looking directly at Mila. Dula, tell me what you do.
I'm also sitting down at the table.
Okay. All
Can I,
right.
really quick,
And
are we supposed to serve ourselves?
dinner's on the table, right? Yeah.
Doesn't he have
Cassie?
servants
What?
for that? What?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe. Dula, sitting down to the table. What hits you is it is just the aroma of the food. It smells delicious and it looks amazing. All right, Mila, what do you do?
Pause, look to him, look around, and then say, somewhat taking it back, I am a little used to having people do this for me. You have servants, right? I don't wish to be rude and take initiative where it's not warranted. Where I come from, as you know, manners are very important.
He says, "Forgive me. I thought it might be a more intimate setting if we excluded the servants for this occasion."
She'll look about, like keenly aware that this is 100% an entire two-way power play, and she'll say, "Well, I suppose we could make exception for one night." And then Jason, lay it on me. What's under the dish? What's in the
Misha-
box?
Misha did make
Yeah.
a roll for Strahd's
Okay.
answer.
Insight. Okay. An insight roll for 20. Okay. Yeah. There's something off for sure. There's, as usual, he's speaking in, it's double speak. It's double meaning. So there's something there that I mean, you definitely get the idea that it's definitely not what's being presented. It's not what it seems. Mila, you lift the lid?
I'll lift the lid, and as I'm lifting the lid, I am going to say, it's interesting, intimate setting. You have a lot of people, a lot of things around here that aren't necessarily the traditional kind of sort of thing. And yeah, I just want to know what's under there now. And I'm ready to cast Detect Magic on it. As I can.
You got it. All right. So the first thing that you see is the head of your sister.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I'd
like to cast Detect Magic on it.
Yeah.
Give me a quick, let's see here. Okay. So question, would Mila maintain composure through that, or do you think she'd be suspicious or anything like that?
It's gonna be suspicious. Oh my god. Too convenient. So that's why I'm detecting magic.
Okay. You got it. All right. As you cast Detect Magic, let's see here. Okay, as you cast Detect Magic, there's a rushing of wind that moves about the place, and just kind of like a gale force that rises up from the table. And you think you hear Strahd saying something. You're not sure exactly what, but he just kind of lightning bolts across the room, just like a fast, like a really quick motion directly toward you. And as you feel that rush, almost like a rush of wind that moves through you, everything kind of fades. He's gone. The plate before you holds nothing but what might have been your favorite meal from the Feywild. Yeah.
She'll sit back, kind of satisfied at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then with that, there's this. From the depths of the castle, you hear a huge, just kind of a rumbling, and you hear doors closing. You think you hear the sound of a portcullis falling, closing out, almost like kind of sealing you all inside the castle. You're pretty sure that the portal is gone at this point, downstairs from where you came from as well. And
it's a good thing I labeled the exit.
Right. Hopefully, seems like somebody moved that note somewhere, right? Good. And then with that, you just kind of Mila, you kind of hear, you feel kind of a sense of a message coming to you saying, "Find me below. Find me far below."
From your boy Strahd?
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, the torches weren't quite put out. You can still see around the room. Strahd is gone, and all that remains is just delicious food on this table.
And also all of his crop farms.
What's that, Liz?
His crop charms.
Oh, right.
Sorry, are not gone.
Right, hopefully not, right? But yeah. All right. So with that, looks like we are out of time at the moment. And so we'll close our session here. Does anybody want to do anything or investigate anything or ask any questions before we close out for the night?
I'm going to continue on my streak of cheekiness. I am going to ask, can one of you detect poison?
I was actually going to ask if Detect Magic fired off, and if so, whether Mila got any sign that the food was fake or magical instead.
Ah, okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So sorry about that. Illusory magic. It looks like Strahd, and the head on your plate was an illusion. That's all that you can detect right now. Everything else looks quite real. The food looks real.
And what did Mila ask if anybody could detect what?
Poison.
Because
I'm going to be honest, this is a free meal, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always all set to try some of it.
I don't have it prepared.
I don't.
I would, as Laura, warn all of the characters who do eat meat away from anything that looks like it could have part of a human.
Is there anything that
I mean,
looks
that's
like
just
it
how
might
you
be-
say all
You never know,
Strahd
right?
Be like, ha ha ha.
Right.
Is there anything that looks like it might just be like rats?
Or rats, yeah.
No.
Aw.
No. As it
Nobody
says
ever
in the
caters
book,
to the
the
owl.
last. I know, right? Sorry.
Yeah, geez.
There's bird.
You,
There's
you
probably
can go.
That's my cousin.
Wow.
You could go
Sorry
back
about that.
downstairs
Wow.
and see how much of the Chamberlain you could just fork down.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
He was
There
a
you
rat
go.
bastard.
Elf.
Right?
Give me that head.
Yeah. Yeah. So it, as I said, actually, the last line from this section in the book says, "The food on the table is tasty. The wine is delicious."
We all go down to meet Strahd
All right.
drunk. Shit on the line. All right,
Right.
Strahd, it's time for you to go down.
As you stumble over your feathers there a bit, right?
Hang up.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. As soon as the roof
Roll up on
stops.
Strahd.
As soon as
Right
the
in
roof
the rock.
stops spinning.
There you go.
So what's stopping your random Barovian citizen from just place? Because apparently
Well, I mean, we needed a portal to get in.
that was an illusion. Steve. Oh, that's fair.
Also, a bunch of gargoyles. Also,
I think the
bunch of
fear
stuff.
and the murder.
also the fear. Also the murder.
I guess that's what's preventing the random Barovian citizens from just getting a free meal.
Right?
Well, we were expected,
Yeah, I mean, there
right?
was-
It's not always going to have food on it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there was an invite. Although I'm not sure how that invitation still stands after you stepped into the castle and stole a bunch of stuff, killed his prisoners, and
Don't look at
killed
me.
his chief
I
lieutenant.
was helpful for a bit.
Yeah.
It was a gift.
Right?
Killed his friend.
Don't be a vampire if you don't expect crappy gifts, okay? Jeez.
We got the
Yeah,
invitation
geez.
after all of that, except for the part where we killed the Chamberlain.
Hmm.
That's true. We were
People
not
have a
even
bottle of
he-
wine
invited.
from
He
CVS.
attacked
Showed up.
us.
I mean, he attacked you.
Right?
I am gonna
That's-
say, I see Lee. Mila looks smug as fuck. Like, so smug after all of this as she eats her meal.
Mhm.
Like, this is an expression of smugness that you have not seen before on her.
Meanwhile,
And Misha
Strahd's,
does not eat that meat.
Strahd's up downstairs like, what are they doing? What's taking them? Don't tell me they're actually eating the food. Like, come on, guys.
They're actually eating the food.
Man,
I
I
guess
pay
it's better
these
than
people
their
by the
rations.
hour, guys.
Guys, seriously, I was trying to be intimidating.
Right. He was working on it. He was
And then they
working on
came in with the head. That was my thing. I had a head prepared, and then they just had a head. Like,
to
wow,
admit-
did you look at my notes beforehand?
I have to admit, that was
Right?
kind of cool. It was a good idea. But I think I really showed them by making that plate real quick. I think I really, yeah, they loved that.
That's
The
pretty great.
Barovians always love that one.
Yeah, they do. That's a good one.
Hey, wait, where did all my croc charms go?
Right. Very cool. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and close out for the night. We'll plan on meeting back here, most likely in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool, yeah.
Cool. And with that, we'll hand the floor back over to our gracious host.
Okay, so in 2 weeks it'll be the 18th. So
Oh, solid maybe then. 'Cause
Solid
we're leaving on a
maybe.
trip the 19th.
Nice.
Okay.
Where you going?
Yeah, I know we're getting into the holiday season. So,
We're going
yeah.
on a cruise.
Are you going to
Alright.
Oregon? 'Cause we're all
No, unfortunately not. Although maybe someday we'll have to make the trip out that way.
we're not all in Oregon.
No, but
Mhm.
enough of you are.
Oregon adjacent. It's fine.
Yeah,
If we head out
close
that
enough.
way,
The
maybe we
Pacific
can-
Coast.
Convince all of you to meet up in one place and we'll hang out.
Yeah.
That'd be rad.
Unless y'all want to
Great.
go to New Jersey, in which case I'm sorry, don't.
alright.
Actually, I'm kind of fascinated with like Frank Lloyd Wright architecture, so I do want to make a trip back east at some point. I want to go see a lot of those houses. But yeah,
Alright. So we may or may not not be back in 2 weeks, but we will be back at some point. Just a reminder that tomorrow is Rise of the Rune Lords around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then next Thursday, the 12th, should be another session of Over the Underdark.
What is Over the Underdark? Is that just the dark, or like just the surface?
You're gonna have to ask Falcon.
Falcon, what
It's
is
the
Over
mid-dark.
the Underdark?
Alright, I am Dula, or I am Beluga, who plays Dula, the Grave Domain Cleric, and I'm passing it to Danny. And I'm gonna go, so you finish closing
Laura,
out.
I'm gonna pass it to you after I'm done, okay? Laura, I'm gonna
Was this
pass
too
Dang it,
long
okay.
ASMR? What is this?
when I say I'm whispering, shh, you can't hear
I'm
me.
actually kind of distracted by this.
Right?
When I say that when I say Tuali's name, that means I'm gonna pass it to you soon.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Danny Guarantee,
Okay.
and I play the Owlin Paladin Tuali. And thank you all so much for watching again today. It's good to be back. DNF Dead, thank you so much for the 70th subscriber. That's awesome and amazing. And Laura, take it away.
I was prepared this time, but actually I was prepared like
Oh, you broke up. Hello?
We lost him.
Laura?
hello?
There we go.
Am I
You're-
here?
You were prepared this
Okay.
time?
Oh,
I was prepared this time, but my computer internet connection clearly wasn't. Hello, I'm Laura. Thanks for playing tonight. It was great. Thanks to anyone and everyone that helped get me to Oregon. Appreciate every single person that
Mhm.
did. And we'll see you possibly in 2 weeks, where Whiffs will find somebody in this gosh forsaken land that has shoelaces that can be tied together to help the party.
I mean,
It's
you
Bee's
got
turn.
to do it to Dula, right?
That's true, but that didn't really help the party.
It helped our mood.
It helped morale.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
Anyway, I think I was summoned. Hi, still play Mila. That dude who's sitting in a chair in the kitchen down there, surrounded by books. That's my spouse. His name is Scott. He plays Misha, who is distinct from Mila. Both elves of
Mhm.
some stripe. One's a barbarian, one's a sorcerer. Anyway, Jason, do your thing.
Thank you. Yes, I am Jason, and once again, it's been an absolute pleasure to game with y'all. It's the first game I played in like a month, so that's been really nice. Been nice to get back to that. Hope to do it much more often. But yeah, as always, I really appreciate it. My name is Jason, and I'll be here next time for sure.
Yay.
Thank you all so much
Jason, we'll play
again.
something with you.
Beluga seems to have disappeared. Again, it feels really good to be back. It's been a while, but we thank you all for coming out to watch us again.
Yeah.
It's like we never even left. So we really appreciate that. And we will see you all in 2 weeks, maybe.